sports. Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. But he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Cardinals offense has the football first here today. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as the Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games.
Win the shit.
So many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back to throw. It's Silva. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. But he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Grab down the middle. It's Davis. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
He's looking deep here. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
I did not see that guy. Honestly, this green is not a good idea.
It's a draw to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It wasn't. And I honestly thought it was passing to the Salt X. Like, what the heck?
Ending off on the draw play. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's got it near the end zone.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Scanning the field, it's Silva. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Miyagi is balance. Yes.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Oregon Ducks offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Back a little bit because this guy's really fast. Just don't get in.
Ball handed off. Oh, what a move. That's a
I
nice
don't know
game.
how to stop this guy.
Ball up to the 27.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I...
That deep shot is caught for a big...
Dude, I thought I picked that shit off. I went too early. I definitely did. I started too early. I should have played the man. He wouldn't have caught it.
Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking for some space. It's Brown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Man, I was about to get him in that blitz. I'm glad I didn't.
Outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed, and a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he can do is eat it.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Moore, bringing pressure. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the Ducks will line up to boot it away.
Oh my God.
On the return, it's Sutton. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Cardinals' offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Only a small gain, now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Making people miss. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I knew it.
He hesitated
I just did that.
enough to give the
Just see,
defense a
I
chance to
fucking
get
shouldn't
in
have did that
position
shit.
and come up with a big turnover.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession.
Like,
Stopped short of the marker
Just
after just a short gain.
Hat on the head up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
that's a good.
Looking for a gap. It's Brown.
Dude, my own fucking teammate bumped into me. That's so fucking long. Like, dude, hell no. Dude, you should be going too. Like, look. What the fuck? No, bro.
Likely the final play of this first quarter.
This should have been us.
Ball State
Should have
has the
been
lead
us.
here,
Yeah.
and the first quarter is in the books. So it is a huge opportunity for both these programs to
Gotta
get
go
a
up
step
2
closer
scores.
to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They call the counter play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And they'll get him down that time. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Ducks trying to
Why
push
this
it
play?
in. It's 1st and
I
goal.
don't know. I just have a feeling.
1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. That's a test of toughness and a test of
I was
will.
almost there. Dude. And who the hell did it switch on? It switched me on to this guy. No, I switched on to nobody.
On that.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
All right, so we're done with that stupid dude.
And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter.
I just,
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Pass complete on a crossing route. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
2nd down after that previous play. Pressure is coming. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Silva. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Puts up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. It's a draw play. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Offense in hurry-up mode. A running play called on 4th down. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Tackle made after a big gain. The clock has stopped. We reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And now they run the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ball State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why his team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Back to pass. It's Moore. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. This offense really clicking.
Look
We
at
had
the
a
review
short
right
field.
there.
The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Clark's a senior, and he's so
So they'll try
yeah, he
to
is.
add the
So
lead
I
now
mean,
with
that's
a
2
PAT.
touchdowns. I don't feel bad.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On the run, it's Brown. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. If you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10.
Couldn't see myself. Damn.
It's decent yardage.
It's put me on a different guy this time.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field.
First,
Fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wait,
First down.
first, right?
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Shit.
With the catch, it's McClellan. Goes out after a nice
Well,
gain. A
first.
sign of life here by the offense. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Moore. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
They're not going to rush that one. Right, rush again, man.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Oh, shit.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
The Ducks come to the line with first and goal. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Personal foul. The offense will obviously decline that penalty. Result of the play.
Dude, Buddy didn't even fall. If you're gonna get that penalty, like, we're making animation to where it's like,
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
ooh. jumps me downwards. That's actually a little aggravating.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Caught over the middle. It's Davis. He's swarmed by the defense.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
He got into the block.
His progressions
They
here.
kept going.
Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Silva. And he finds the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you'd ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
There's no audible.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield.
I'm lucky because I thought it was the fourth quarter.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? They stop him, but it's a first down.
Where they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Oh, a sack. The senior
That's
on
a
this
big sack,
defense
my
making
baby.
a big play.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss. But
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Now look at the return after the interception. It sets the offense up in good shape.
wow, a
That
risky
was
call by the
not good.
offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the
Could be
playoff
their
in the
guy.
second half, throwing
That
the
was
football.
such a pretty
I don't
outside.
disagree with it, but now you give this
I think
defense a
that's
chance to
too
create a turnover, and they
Wait, they're not him.
capitalize here
They're a
with a
different
pick.
guy. They got two guys that can just pick up the ball. I don't think it's him.
The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh
Wait,
set
free
of downs.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. Four-year starter for the Ducks. Still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And completion makes it second and short. Back Back to pass. It's Moore. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Well, Kirk, Ball State has the lead here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive.
They would have had to go for 2 with a chance for a
Check
miss.
out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store
So
for
they could have
a
been
classic
down, right?
finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake.
Yeah. They could have been down when I said field goal.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh my
Doesn't
God.
hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open,
Dude.
but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Oh, a timeout. Okay.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
All right. Good there.
It's going to be a 1st down, and
You
really,
know,
Chris,
ran
kind
the
of
clock out.
surprised here in the 4th
No,
quarter
it was
not to see
slow.
this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Simmons. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing
You got
game.
it. There's not enough people on the line. Probably good enough. If I fake snap, I think my guy's going to jump outside. I'm going to do it one time. No, not worth it.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Run down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning.
I'm not doing it.
We head now to the 2-minute
Look
warning
at
as this
them.
offense tries to
They
bleed
really
out
did.
the clock. and secure this win. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll run it with a draw play. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down.
That didn't hurt you. That didn't hurt you.
And now it's the
You're good. You're good.
defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Big buddy right there, though.
Down after that run on
You
the
can hold his
previous
head.
play. Looking to pass. It's Silva. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On the run here. Lets it go. And this pass is caught. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught. Second down now. Grab down the middle. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. The quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
You get this win, and it's over.
In the red area, it's Davis. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Coach wants us to kneel.
I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the quarterback just kneels down. Yeah. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's like, that was good. After two interceptions? Sutton caught one of those. Sutton. Yeah, it was this guy again. I mean, I knew about him like 2 or 3 twice. The first one was really bad. The second one, it was just like a knuckleheaded mistake. But, we have to have, the quarterback has to have rushing. Yeah, the quarterback had 33 rushing yards more than the running back. Combine the running backs. They had 6. Sorry. hope he's a running back too. The fullback is a running back. Is a quarterback technically a running back then? I hope is a road dog. 6'4", 244 is a big guy. Alright. Oh, we didn't score. We beat them in the first half. Alright, well, go ahead and quit it.